Thanks. Well, the old Dakota. She didn't survive very long, but it'll get put to good use. Think I'll make it through that?
No.
Why did it go so slow? Oh, that child. Well, he's stuck. Should we just go drive around him and leave him here? Like we said we were gonna? Hey? Well, the little Dakota is no longer. So the young guy's gonna send her off with a the gas pedal got broken in the accident, so it's a little hard to. Foot came off the pedal, now we gotta boost it. Yeah, the frame's bananaed. So she's a parts unit now. He's about that Nissan life.
It died.
Put it in gear. Braden, we need a boost. I don't think he wants to be associated with us. So do you miss it?
Yeah.
About that Nissan lifestyle? No. No, you want another Dakota?
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick. All right, let's boost. One last goodbye. That's how farewell should be. That's what a guy's dealing with here. That's why he kind of kept falling off the throttle. Wait a minute. Did you check the water and oil?
No.
That's probably the problem. Oh, where'd it go? All right, so we've got $7.89 worth of gas, a banana truck, a couple of Monster Energy drinks, and some tire smoke. It's a good old farewell to this truck. Well, the 87's back in the garage. Not for any upgrades though, unfortunately. She's seen better days. Gonna be using it for parts for the other truck now, and my nephew's gonna keep some parts for his next build, but it was a fun little truck. He really liked it, but somebody else didn't apparently. He got T-boned on one of our main roads here. He didn't get hurt or anything, which is good, but totaled the truck, bent the frame, broke the gas pedal. Pushed him into another vehicle and damaged both sides of the box and stuff, so it was a pretty obvious write-off. Wouldn't have been so bad if the frame wasn't bent. We probably would have just kept, tried to fix it into something else, but got her in the garage here. We're going to strip her down and he'll have to find a new project. He's running a little Nissan hardbody right now, so we'll see if he likes to stick with that. If not, we'll keep looking for something else. It's go time. I got to get this truck ready for a safety. I sold it in 2019, regretted it, and it came back to me. was a super fun truck. I didn't really take it that far. I owned it for less than a year. I already kind of started stripping it down here a little bit to get it ready. It went out of province here in Canada, so we have to safety it again back in Saskatchewan. It definitely needs a little bit of work. The guy that I picked it up from bought it off the guy that I originally sold it to. And he said he only put like 600K on it. And I know the old guy that I sold it to didn't even get to see it in person during the pandemic there and stuff. So unfortunately, because it went to his brother's and he lived a few provinces away. So it sat, and then that guy said he only put 600K on it. I feel like that's maybe a little bit of a fib, but you know, not everybody's honest. But maybe he was, who knows? I don't care. I got the truck back. I'm super excited for it. That little 87 Dakota that my nephew had unfortunately got T-boned and totaled off, so we made a deal and I got a majority of the parts back from that truck to put in here. So I am not letting this truck go. Super pumped to have it back. This will be the little beater truck. Kind of do this one strictly for racing more so, and on, like, you know, just drive it on the street and stuff. It's a 91 Sport. It was a V6 for the 5-speed. It was in really good shape when I picked it up originally. It's a little worse for wear now, but still not too bad. Was just a 3.9 V6 with the throttle body injection and a 5-speed, the AX15. So I put Magnum 5.2 in it and ran a 100 shot of nitrous to it. I don't know if it was a full 100 shot. This thing has like 300,000 K on it. It's got headers, JBA headers, and then I put a Powerdyne supercharger on it off of the Blue 73. I think that pulley is 7 pounds, and I think it has like 11-pound pulley or something that I was running for a little bit. Just running like an FMU and a second pump with a boost reference solenoid there. So it was a super fun truck to drive. It's got an NV 3500 out of a 2004 Dakota. Yeah, so unfortunately it did sound good before and he straight piped it now. Sorry neighbors, but it is so bad to start up. But I will be changing that here because it'll have to have mufflers for safety. So we're going to get on it, start with the windshield, and go from there. So you can kind of see that under the molding before I ripped it out, but that's some rust. Gonna have to fix that, unfortunately. I don't know how bad that seam is gonna be, so I'll have to fix that. I wasn't planning on painting this one right away or anything like that, so I'll brush up on my bodywork skills. It's been a while since I've done any of it. And I got a little dent in this pillar over here too that I might as well address. And then, yeah, I guess I'll leave it in primer probably because there's still a lot of bodywork this truck needs, but I don't know. What do you do? It's the name of the game, I guess, so. I hate doing windshields. Oh, not as flexible as I used to be either. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Gonna have to cut some more. I think we're a little stuck. We better cut some more. Round 2. Stupid windshields. Stupid wood. Oh, I hate windows. Okay, I have that urethane scored really good and it's still not flipping over. Oh, there it goes. Go boot strength. All right. Yeah. It's a good thing I got lanky arms. Nope, I'm not that flexible though. Contort. Oh yeah. Join me for gymnastics and yoga next week. Yeah. All right, I can't. I gotta cut more. What the heck? This is ridiculous. It's good to have. Oh, look at me contorting. That's my arm. Oh, yeah. I can even cut it away from myself. That's safe.
Oh, right, wrong way.
Oh, that's my arm. I'm cutting right now. This is me.
Why are you cutting towards me?
Oh, I don't know why you're standing there. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now, do I care about the hood or do I flip it?
I kind of don't know.
I probably should care a little bit about the hood. Professionals. Do as I do. Follow what I do. Very smart. Just kidding. I highly not recommended. Well, the old window is out. Just getting some primer on the pinch weld here. I don't like doing windshields. It's been a while since I've done one, but figured I'd do it here while I can. We'll get it ready for safety. Took it down to bare metal. Freshened up the edge there. Not going to paint it until after, but this will get us by for now. Once we get it safety, then we can mess around with colors and stuff, but I'm going to get this windshield in tonight and then keep moving forward to hopefully have this thing safety next week. Just like that, after some choice words and frustration and some urethane on your hands, it has a new windshield. Confidence is nil, but it's in there. Cleaned up the rust on the roof. It wasn't too bad. So I'm just going to clean it up and prime that. I should have done it before the windshield, but like I said, I'm just looking to get it safetied so we can drive it, and then it will end up on the list to become a full build. But for now, because there's so many, it's one at a time. So this one I just want to drive, take it to the track, beat a Mazda. Yeah. So yeah, we will keep going on this thing, get it safetied and rocking until the next project. Little update on the Dakota. Was just gonna swap fenders because passenger's fender was hit and had previous damage and was hitting the door. When you open the passenger door, it would buckle the fender. So grabbed this one, was gonna throw this one on. Then after further investigation, trying not to spiral, we got rusty rockers. So gonna have to do the rockers on it, which I kind of knew, but I didn't know they were quite that bad. I mean, this truck was really clean when I let it go. So then came over to the driver's side. I knew I was gonna have to do the driver's side fender because it had some missing parts. Speed holes, yeah. And then after further investigation on this side, I have a very little bit of rust to repair on the driver's side. And this here. And I'm just, as I dig further into it, it's making me want to strip it right down and go all out. And I'm trying not to spiral because that is not the plan for this truck right now. Because if I did that, I'd never finish anything, which is really not anything new. So windshield's in though, got the headliner in. I guess I'll just start clearing out the rust and start doing some body work on it. Get her safetied here soon, hopefully, maybe. Sport some nice fancy, not the same color red fenders. Let's go, I guess, right? As they say. Let's go! So one of the things that needed to be addressed for the safety is this truck's never had a working speedometer. It has a cable-driven speedometer, and it's got a NV3500 out of a 2004 Dakota that doesn't have the spot for a speed sensor or the gear-driven speed sensor for cable, or even a wired one. I don't believe. I think it's on the rear end on those ones. So I just grabbed a speedometer, a GPS speedometer off of Amazon. I think it was like $90. I kind of goofed here. It does sit out too high, so I'll have to address that. And of course, I threw away my other gauge clusters before I thought I'd be using them. So it's a simple 3-wire hookup. Just your ground, power, and your lights, and then you have your GPS antenna. Looks okay aside from this little mess up, but I'll see how it works. I mean, for $90, if it works decent, then good enough for me. I mean, I never really look at it. So let's get it installed and then move on to the next. Well, that's it sitting in the dash there. You know, if I spent a little more time on the fitment, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Has multiple colors and pretty smooth sweep on it. So, you know, if it's, you know, within a couple kilometers an hour, I'd be pretty happy with it, I think. So, well, I got the driver's side stripped down here a little bit. Rockers aren't bad on this side. Some surface rust where the fender bounced up on the rocker here, but here's our damage that we got to fix. It's not so bad, only about 4 inches in the front of the rocker here, and then this will be the tougher part. I don't plan on buying replacement metals, so I'm gonna make my own patch panels here and get it cut out and welded in, and then move on to the passenger side. Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. Driver's side floor pan is pretty rusty. As you can tell, there's some holes. That plug is rusted out of there. Some holes up there. That means no safety. Have to order a floor pan. I think I'm just gonna, I was hoping I could patch it, but it's a pretty big piece of rust, so I'm gonna have to rip the interior out and cut the floor pan out, I guess. Weld that in. I got the rocker rust fixed up here. Made my own piece, so it's not perfect, but it'll get by for now. This is obviously turning into way more work than I was anticipating for just to get it back on the road here. So I guess I will keep moving on, or maybe make the decision to turn it into a full build, right? No, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to avoid that. Pick one, finish one. So now I'm in a predicament. I don't know. So it had a little rust. They don't make floor pans for these trucks, so I just made my own. Throw it through the English wheel here. Put a couple beads in it for strength. TIG weld it in here, and then work on the passenger side rocker. Get a little bit of body work done on it, and then continue moving forward. And got the front spindles on, but lo and behold, I wasn't aware that Beltec had 2 different part numbers. So I have to ream the tie rod holes out for the bigger tie rods on the 91s. But order that reamer and then lower the rear, get this thing back on the ground, and hope. That thing was god awfully loud, so I'm going to run mufflers, kind of. These are the Flowmaster Flow Effects bullet mufflers. Threw them on the orange truck there with the 5.2. They sounded pretty good, so I'm gonna throw 2 of these on, and hopefully that'll quiet down the to that because it was pretty rank. And then hopefully it's quiet enough to pass the safety. These are actually pretty decent mufflers and they're super cheap. I like them. So we'll throw that on and get her. Well, it's just about safety. Was it worth buying back? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Definitely some questionable wiring that I may or may not have partaken in prior to my first purchase, but I know some of it might have been me. But there was some weird wiring going on in this truck. So when you turn the headlights on, turn the truck off, it would stay running until you turn the headlights off. So they had it wired in to the main harness, tapped in, then it was going to the ignition, back feeding. So got that done. Said he put 600 kilometers on it since I sold it, and I think that's kind of a pretty far-fetched lie. Race trucks need diffs, and Tyler needs discipline. Some limited slip 8.8s for the Mazda and Dakota, 410s and 373s. Hi. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're always the farthest away. Was it worth it? I really don't know. Fun truck, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. Didn't need too much. Still need to do the 5-lug conversion with the Ford 8.8. GPS speedometer off Amazon works pretty good. Okay, need some gas. It's got Flowmaster Flow Effects bottles on it, or like mufflers. It's still pretty loud. But I don't know. Well, probably just ran out of gas. I need to work on that. That's coming soon.